Hello. Um, my name is Zizi Cardow. I'm usually not one for videos or live streamings and all that. I never really post anything. I think on social media, I'm one of those people you call waka pass. I really don't interfere much in things that are going on. I kind of like mind my business, but in this case now, I really can't mind my business anymore. I read a post on Facebook about a lady who is in a kind of marriage, and she just brought her teenage daughter back into the house, and for some reason now she's thinking of she's confused because her present husband, who she's living with, decided that he can't stand her daughter being in the house anymore, simply because he's having sexual how would I say now, feelings for her. And as such is like, okay, woman, it's either I sleep with your daughter or she leaves the house. And this woman at this point is reaching out and saying she's confused, she doesn't know what to do, that she's thinking of giving in to, in quote, her husband, because she doesn't want to lose her man. And honestly, when it comes to men and women and marriages and things, I really don't give a flying F about what people do, whatever decisions they take, because it's their decisions and they're adults, and they can, they pay whatever decision anybody makes. You pay for those, for the consequence that comes out of it. Now, when you involve your kids in it is where it gets my goat. It does get my goat, because these kids do not ask for them to be born in the first instance. Neither did they ask you to make such stupid decisions in your life. I'm sick and tired of all this posts that every time people are putting up, somebody gets beaten up, somebody gets stabbed, somebody gets whatever. You get beaten up, you get killed because you want to. Don't involve your kids in it. When you make the stupid decisions that you want to get married because the whole nation is crazy about getting married, deal with it yourself. Don't get your children involved in it. Now, I was so pissed last night when I read it, and that's why I didn't do the post then, because I would have really said things that probably I shouldn't, and I had to calm down this morning to make this post. Please, I beg you, my sisters, you want to get married, make a decision. Think about it thoroughly. Don't think about just the wedding itself. It's a marriage. It's a lifetime of decision. It's a lifetime affair. It is not just about Shebi. It's not about the caterer. It's not about the event hall. It's not about slaying. It's not about having the best wedding. It is a decision that involves not just you and the man. Ultimately, the kids that you bring into the world. And please, for women, if you know you're not ready for children, don't have them. I don't know why the society is so pressurized about people getting married and having children, when 90%, half of the people that actually have children are not supposed to. When I say these things, people tell me that, okay, I am being just crazy or whatever. But honestly, not every woman is supposed to have children, and not everyone is supposed to be married. Not every woman that even have kids is supposed to be called a mother. Please. I mean, I don't know. I'm really short of words. I don't even know what to qualify this whole thing. I don't know how to even think about it, because in the first instance, this woman, whoever you are, what you have at home is not a man. Is a beast. He's an animal, for lack of better words to use. I don't know. I don't even know how you can look at yourself, if after even thinking about this, not to think of the fact that you want to even go ahead with it. It is crazy. It is stupid. It is an abomination. It is just, my darling, I would roast the man. I would fry him and send his body parts to his people. I will do that. I don't understand how people stick in stupid situations for the sake of being married. Why would you? Why would you do that to your daughter? How did she get involved in this? Why would anybody put their children in the midst of whatever stupid decisions they've made? And please, I want to say to our mothers, please stop pressurizing your children about marriage. Marriage is not the end all or be all. Marriage does not make you a human being. Marriage does not justify your existence. Marriage does not send you to heaven. It is not your salvation. It is not your ticket to heaven. It is not. Instead, most times it's a ticket to hell, as a matter of fact. We've turned marriage to something else in this society that it is mind-boggling. People rob, people borrow, people go through all lengths just to be married. To what end? To what end, really? What are we? I mean, we have women who are shattered, women who are in the mental hospitals just simply because of marriage. And at the end of the day, what is it you're telling your children? What are you teaching them? You show it's a vicious circle. It just keeps going round and round and round. It will never stop as long as you let your children understand or see that this is a normal thing. That is continuously how it's going to be. Your sons will forever beat their wives. Your daughters will forever be slaves and foot marks, whatever, and punching bags to their husbands because their mother took it and he didn't kill her and it was okay. And for the men, please, if you're not grown up enough to take care of a woman, please don't get married. Don't get married. I think for all these NGOs and things that go around or all these bodies that want to make people feel that you have to be married to be recognized, please, you should start sensitizing people, women, on the fact that marriage is not a do or die. It is not by force. Seriously, it is not by force. You don't have I don't think there's anywhere in the Bible, if we even want to go religious, that it says a woman must be married. Even the women that go around with Jesus, Mary Magdalene and the rest of them, it was never said anywhere that they were married, or they must be married, or Jesus said to them, you have to be married to be able to follow me. No. They were following him as they were. There were no attachments, there were no titles to their names. Let's just do away with this title, this MRS, that everybody's killing themselves over. We become a nation that all we know about every Saturday, every freaking day, it is wedding. One wedding or the other. And at the end of the day, nobody even understands what they're going into. Women, I mean, if you have the time to go through all the Ashebi colors and all the caterers and phone numbers and all the, I don't know, party packs and everything, definitely you should have the time to go through your rights as a woman. When you're doing the court marriage, go through, listen to what they're saying. It's not just I do and then kiss the bride. Listen to what the officiating officer is saying. There's actually a part he says to you. If at any point in time you or the other man or the other person is found to be married, it is called bigamy, 5 years imprisonment. And then it's still in the same country that will say that somebody does 3 different marriages and you have no clue what your right is. And you be there telling, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Please. Mothers, let us teach our children how to respect themselves, how to be confident of themselves as women, as a powerful vessel, as a tool of upliftment, of progress, of empowerment, not just as a doormat, not as a cook, not as a cleaner. Even in the Bible, I mean, because when we talk about it, suddenly people go on about biblical nonsense. How a woman is supposed to be submissive. And they forget the part that even in the Bible, there was a Deborah there who led men to war. And the man will not go unless he stands up. That was a woman. But nobody talks about that. Women played a very vital role in the ministry of Christ. And then all we want to preach about is how women are supposed to be a punching bag. And the women, you sit down there and you come up with all sorts of crap, excusing the fact that if the man slaps you once and you can't slap him, get the fuck out of here, out of there. It's not by force. Every day you open the, you go on the social thing, and instead of you to feel joy, all you feel is just unnecessary heartache. Because of women that cannot stand for themselves, for decisions that they took. I can assure you, women, once a man is slapping you or abusive once you're dating him, he's not going to change. He's only going to push the boundary even more, and it's going to get worse from there. It's not going to get any better. There's no amount of mountain of fire you go to pray that man is going to change. You cannot fast it away. That is him. So let's quit about religion. Let's stop being very religious about different stupid things and face it practical. Be practical about things. If you're in a home that is not conducive for you, how can it be conducive for your children? And yet we turn around and we blame the government for everything. We blame when we are the ones who have created those monsters. We create these monsters every day. We talk about people who are stealing, who are robbing the nation and things, but these people came from a home, dysfunctional homes for that matter. And it's a cycle that will keep going on until we learn, we begin to think, we begin to use our faculties, begin to use the gray matters that is in our head. Begin to understand that the Western world that is going forward is not because of how much prayer they pray. It's not the night vigils they do. It is because they use their gray matters. And a woman is getting up and saying she wants to give in to the desires of a freaking stupid man, an animal beast called husband. Oh God. Please, I come again to our women. Please understand that you are great. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. You have been created beautifully. Whatever size you are, whatever look you are, as a woman, you have that strength. You are the backbone of every home. We are the backbone of the country, of the society. We need to begin to harness the strengths and the talents that we have within us, and stop being such pity partiers. You want to throw parties every day for people to come and pity you. For what? For what? The home is not conducive for you. It will never be conducive for your children. That is a fact. Please, let us begin to think beyond our Ashebi and who is going to sow it and how you're going to slay on that day. Please, let's begin to think beyond that. That marriage is not just for 4 hours. It's not a 4 hours deal. It's a lifetime thing. So if it's not conducive now, it will never be. And that is a fact. And I for those that probably are scared, I don't like when people mince words and go, oh, you know, if the man is doing this, is doing that, is doing the other one, well, there's nothing that prayer cannot solve. Darling, you will die while you're praying. You will. Because even in the Bible, there was a place that when Jesus came into his temple and he saw that he had been turned around and he scattered everything. That's a righteous anger. He scattered everything. He upturned all the table. He drove everybody out and told them, my home would not be the home of death or a den of thieves. Christ was not he was not a quiet man. He was not somebody that a pushover. He was not. He was very vocal. He was very vocal. So please, learn to be vocal. Learn to speak out, speak out, speak up. If you cannot deal with it, please take your leg, take your kaya, walk away. As they say, there are many fishes. The same way, there are many nets. There are many nets out there. If they've termed women to be fishes that they can go in and throw their net and whatever, we've been bamboozled and brainwashed with this idea that there are more women than men. My darling, anybody that is telling you that is a lie. Mechanic is a man, safe. Carpenter is a man. Men are more. It's just that the quality of men is not much. It's not enough for the women. That is just a problem. So men, please grow up. Please grow up. Everybody sits in their home waiting for the government to do every freaking thing for them, instead of them actually taking the bull by the hand. And you feel until you're a 419er or you're whatever, Yahoo boy or something, then you have arrived. That does not make you a man. Popping champagne from stolen money does not make you a man. It doesn't. There's a lot more to being a man than how much you have in your account. And these stupid men that go around beating women, you probably left your workplace. Your boss has screamed and shouted at you. You could not raise your hand. You could not raise your voice. You went through the boss or whatever where you came. You got home. All the people you saw on the road, men like you, stupid fools like you could not even fight. You couldn't raise your voice, and you come home and you lay your hands on the stupid wife that allowed you to lay their hands on. I am just going to go out now, and please, I want to say again, and I want to plead to our women, please teach your daughters to stand strong. Teach them that marriage by fire, by force marriage, it is not the way. If anything, there's a lot of our women who have so much talent, who have so much gift, who have so much to give to the world, that are being suppressed because they couldn't express themselves because of the homes that they are in. They can't bring out that God-given talent that has been deposited in them. They can't express it. Because for some reason you've wanted to please your society, you wanted to please your parents, you wanted to be like your mates, and you got married to some a-hole that probably in his life does not even deserve to have what would I say? Even a cat, not talk of a dog. And now has a woman sitting in there. There's only one life. I will say to my women, please, there's only one life. And when you die, I don't think that God is going to ask you whether you were married or not. Or whether you got married when your mates were getting married or not. That is not the criteria. I don't think that's what Christ or God is going to ask you. Rather, it's going to be, how did you use what I gave to you? What did you do with it? The talent I gave to you, what did you do with it? How many people were you able to impact? How many people were you able to help? How many people were you able to preach my word to? Instead, you're running around one stupid fool. One thing. And the annoying thing is, these men that begin to raise their hands and feel that they are one kind of stupid mandingo. These are the men that when they see a real woman, they can't even handle that woman. Give them a woman, a real complete woman in bed that they can't even handle the shit, that shit. And he's talking about he wants to deal with two women, a mother and a daughter. How dare freaking you. Bye.